They're known around the world for their style and designs. Their fashion empires are the largest in the world, and it's their opinion that counts in the world of fashion.
There is no other example in the world of fashion for a label surviving 100 years and being still in the top of fashion and the top of trendiness. I think that's the most interesting. It's more interesting even than the personality of Chanel, who invented it all and who gave the starting point, but that it was strong enough to survive and that it fall into the right hands. I don't even talk about me, I talk people who own it and to run it. And this is a combination where there is no other example.
The Coco Chanel label has been wowing fashion lovers since the early 1900s. The stylish, elegant designs revolutionised fashion and freed women from the uncomfortable and non-flattering designs of the 19th century. Exchanging corsets for comfortable and casual elegance, the Chanel label included simple suits and dresses, women's trousers, jewellery and perfume. The influential Chanel suit, launched in the early 1920s, paved the way for future designers. With its elegant knee-length skirts and matching jackets, traditionally made of woven wool and worn with large costume pearl necklaces, Gabrielle Coco Chanel grew to become one of the premier fashion designers. With the pursuit of expensive simplicity, Chanel became one of the most important figures in the history of fashion, one saying that clothing should be as alive and as mobile as the woman who wears it. With outfits that were classed a little more risque than others, the design shocked the general public, but quickly became a fashion sensation. Chanel introduced costume jewellery, using a variety of accessories such as necklaces and chains or pearls of several strands, and also released a stylish collection of designer footwear. The Chanel fashion shows have attracted many celebrities, retail buyers and press over the years, and has become big business as one of the most convincing and influential marketing tools in the fashion industry. The introductions of collections are energy-filled and more electrifying than ever, and are out to make a big statement, as the 2008 fashion show proved. With a carousel in the centre of the runway fitted with super-sized bags, shoes, pearl chains and even Coco Chanel's signature hat, the designers were definitely set to make a statement. With the release of designer handbags and the world-famous Chanel No. 5 perfume, which is considered the #1 selling perfume in the world, the Chanel logo can be seen just about anywhere. Consisting of an overlapping C, obviously standing for Coco Chanel, the logo is one of the most recognised around the world. Appearing in the multi-million-dollar advertisement for Chanel's Coco Mademoiselle fragrance was British actress Keira Knightley, in a cinema-style ode to the iconic fashion houses past and present. With Karl Lagerfeld being appointed as the artistic director for Chanel fashion, including haute couture, pret-a-porter and accessories, he revitalised the world of fashion with his flashy sense of style, combined with a strong vision of a new Chanel, wooing the industry. Coco Chanel's designs helped set the fashion tone for the 20th century.
What isn't it about Ralph? He is an American icon in the tradition of what the word means. Legendary, consistent, elegant, gracious, beautiful, aspirational, inspirational Ralph Lauren. You say the name and everybody knows exactly what you mean.
Ralph Lauren is a fashion icon. He became the epitome of classic fashion. Having been in the fashion industry since the late 60s, Lauren has many product lines such as Polo Ralph Lauren for men, Ralph Lauren for women, and Ralph Lauren Home. He began designing wide ties, which spawned his first entrepreneurial career, and founded the company Polo Fashion in 1968. He chose the name Polo because of the power, style, and intrigue that the brand has always been associated with. According to New York magazine, Lauren is one of the fashion industry's biggest hitters. Along with the introduction of his women's label in the 70s, his chic, preppy look is now complemented by a whole range of sportswear, casual wear, and home furnishings. However, Lauren sells much more than clothes and home furnishings. He sells a lifestyle image of sophistication, class, and taste. His sophisticated line of men's shirts and suits, made of fine fabrics, successfully catered to the office worker who wanted to look stylish while looking and feeling powerful. Polo was once considered the power suit. In 2007, Lauren was awarded with the first ever American Fashion Legend Award, which coincided with his 40th anniversary in the industry. The award was honoured for his vision and innovation, which epitomises American design excellence and continues to set the standard in fashion. It is Lauren's originality, among many other traits, that has made him the founder, designer and chairman of a multi-million-dollar company. He is one of the favourite designers amongst celebrities, who are quite proud to be seen in his fantastic designs while on the red carpet. Not only was he the first fashion designer to have his own store, he was the first to sell the whole lifestyle image that customers flocked to. Having stores located across the world, he expanded his business in 2007 to Russia, with the opening of an 8,000 square foot store in Moscow. Recently, Lauren has joined forces with the Richemont Group and formed the Polo Ralph Lauren Watch and Jewellery Company. This company will design and create luxury watches and fine jewellery, which will be available in Ralph Lauren stores and selected jewellery and luxury watch retailers. As times have changed, Lauren's designs and styles have remained classic and timeless. For more than 40 years, his reputation and distinctive image has redefined American style. Having been in the fashion industry for over 4 decades, Lauren has been described as America's most quintessential designer. He's always stood for providing quality products. The name Ralph Lauren has now become associated with class and taste, and he lived the image he projected. One of the secrets of his success lies in his attention to detail, checking quality and maintaining control over the brand he crafted. Ralph Lauren's place in fashion is undeniable.
We are who we are. You know, we are a fresh American brand, and we were fresh from the day we opened the doors in 1985, and we are still fresh. I don't want to become stale.
Tommy Hilfiger is an American fashion designer and the man behind the name that has become synonymous with urban fashion. He has one of the most identifiable brands in the world, which helped turn his company into a multi-billion-dollar powerhouse. The Tommy Hilfiger label didn't get off to the greatest of starts. Yet with a little persistence and the help of some partners, Hilfiger was back on track and founded the company Tommy Hilfiger Inc. It went public and became the empire it is today. As director of the company, honorary chairman of the board and principal designer, Hilfiger took what started as just men's jeans and sportswear to a company that would include tailored suits, women's wear, children's wear, footwear, glasses, fragrances and home furnishings. Hilfiger ensures that his collections reflect a combination of the classics and the latest fashion trends. Having stores located all over the world with over 5,000 employees and $1.8 billion in revenue, the Hilfiger label was now as famous as the people who wore it. Following the successful openings of freestanding stores in Milan, Vienna and Zurich in 2005, Hilfiger entered the company into another European capital city in 2006, this time with a store opening in the fashion capital of the world, Paris. Having a store in the heart of the French capital city is something Hilfiger was aiming for.
You know, it is a dream come true. I've been looking for a location in Paris for a long time. To be in the fashion capital of the world is so meaningful because now I'm in the heart of it. And I have stores all over the world, 700 stores in the world. But this, to me, is the most important store, to be in the fashion capital.
The 500 square metre store is located at the prestigious Rue Saint-Honor in the centre of the city's fashion field. The Paris store is unique to the Tommy Hilfiger retail portfolio, with local architectural elements combined with modern American influences. To celebrate his 20th anniversary in the fashion industry in 2005, Hilfiger pulled out all stops during his show, with designs that stayed true to the red, white and blue on which he founded his empire. Hilfiger also knows how to promote his brands by using global superstars.
To launch a fragrance with her involvement sort of puts the icing on the cake. It puts the halo over the brand.
Singer Beyonce helped launch the Tommy Hilfiger fragrance True Star. She's just one of the many celebrities that have been attracted to Hilfiger's brand.
A lot of people wear my clothes. Leonardo DiCaprio, David Bowie, Lenny Kravitz, Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, everyone, all the Hollywood celebrities.
Having won many awards for his designs and efforts, including Menswear Designer of the Year and From the Catwalk to the Sidewalk Award, Hilfiger's casual approach to fashion has helped cement his label in a league of its own, in what he describes as traditional with a twist. With his clean-cut, simple and recognisable designs, Hilfiger has led an empire that is considered one of the best in fashion. When French luxury goods house Hermès announced that it had hired eccentric courtier Jean-Paul Gaultier to design its women's wear lines, some questioned the company's decision. Was the man who put Madonna in a conical bra really a natural fit for a house famed for its discreet leather handbags and silk scarves? Gaultier never received formal training as a designer and got his start by sending sketches to famous couture stylists. Italian designer Pierre Cardin was so impressed by his raw talent that he hired him as an assistant in 1970. The designer's first individual collection under his own label was released in 1976. He designs for 3 collections, his own couture and ready-to-wear lines, as well as the relaunched clothing line for Hermès. In 2004, Gaultier unveiled a debut ready-to-wear collection that took Hermès back to its roots, but treated them with just enough irreverence to give the label a welcome facelift.
It was a very, I think, at times unexpected marriage, but I think that Jean-Paul Gaultier galloped away with the first prize. I think without a doubt he has found a true home, and I think that the collection he showed for Hermès today was probably one of the best collections he's ever done in his entire career.
Gaultier said he wanted to give Hermès a more feminine spin than his predecessor, edgy Belgian designer Martin Michele, and he pulled out all the stops for the debut. Gaultier tested the boundaries in fashion circles by using unconventional models of all different shapes, sizes and ages, including full-figured women. One of his most devoted fans was Madonna, who on her 1990 Blonde Ambition tour wore Gaultier-produced sculptured costumes, including her now infamous cone bra. He also designed the wardrobe for her Confessions tour in 2006. Known as the bad boy of French fashion, his unique designs have seen him reinterpret streetwear, focusing on popular culture. His trademark corsets, tailored suits and graphic prints continued at Hermès. He even reintroduced the Hermès Birkin bag. Today, the Birkin remains to have the longest waiting list of any luxury accessory, around 6 years. In 2004, the irreverent French designer conjured a surrealist wardrobe made entirely from bread in the exhibition Pain Couture by Jean-Paul Gaultier. He also sponsored an exhibition at the Metropolitan Museum of Art that showcased the skirt as an item of male clothing.
My purpose, most of all, is not like to make that every man wears skirt. I don't imagine a world where men will wear only skirt. No, the purpose is like each man has the right to wear skirt. So it's more like a question of freedom, like to wear what you like or what you want.
Entitled Braveheart, Men in Skirts, Gaultier, who's been known to send a men's skirt or two down the runway, said his designs are about freedom for men to wear what they want. The crowned king of Paris couture, Jean-Paul Gaultier, redefined the elegance of French fashion and injected it with his own brand of over-the-top, edgy designs. Considered among the greatest and most influential designers of the 20th century, Yves Saint Laurent ruled the French fashion world from the age of 21 until his retirement in 2002. He revolutionised fashion with classics like the see-through blouse, the safari jacket and the women's tuxedo, which now have icon status and have influenced countless other designers. His dramatic designs, emphasising the body and a seductive elegance, transformed the way people viewed fashion. He left home at the age of 17 to work for French designer Christian Dior. Following Dior's death in 1957, Saint Laurent, at the age of 22, was put in charge of saving the Dior empire from financial ruin. His first collection for Dior was called the Trapeze line, and it was a great success, and he presented 6 collections for the fashion house before starting his own label, YSL, in 1962. He was responsible for some of the most popular fashion trends of the 60s and 70s, such as the beatnik look, as well as the more feminine trends of earlier years. For his own fashion label, he developed a unique style that combined Dior's elegance and tradition with a more wearable, realistic style. There were the impeccable trouser suits, elegant tie-neck shirts in brilliant satin hues and simple draped evening gowns in powdery satin and silk crepe. The designer was the first to send black models onto the catwalk, and his designs portrayed a constant quest for exotism, with influences from as far afield as Africa, Russia and China. He said goodbye to fashion in January 2002 at the Pompidou Centre in Paris, with a spectacular catwalk show that charted a glittering chapter in fashion history. The YSL design house officially closed in July 2002 and was acquired by fashion label Gucci, where designer Tom Ford took the reins. As creative director at YSL, Ford was able to catapult the classic fashion house back into the mainstream. He continued to carry on the legacy of the living legend Saint Laurent. His glamorous, dramatic yet elegant collections continuously brimmed with sensual femininity. Stefano Pilati took over the reins as creative director in 2004 with the blessing of the empire's powerful founder. Yves Saint Laurent clothing has, for decades, been known for its refined and modern elegance. His clothing glamorised for women many items taken from the male wardrobe, such as the blazer, the tuxedo, the pantsuit and the leather jacket. Since his retirement, Saint Laurent has become increasingly reclusive and spends much of his time at his house in Morocco. But his imprint in the fashion world is still powerful as ever. Marc Jacobs refers to him as God. Tom Ford and Jean-Paul Gaultier call him their mentor. His place in fashion history is well assured. During a 40-year career, during which he built one of the world's biggest fashion empires, Yves Saint Laurent remains a powerful force in the world of design.